Today's AskReddit post. What is something you consider disgusting yet others consider sexy? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Sex in a bathroom stall at a nightclub. I think some people they like the risk of being caught. But when I did see a couple by accident, all I thought was people poop there. That's because you're not poop faced enough. The people screwing in the stall are a couple sheets to the wind. Baby talk / voice. Or anim voice for that matter. Don't know if it's one and the same. But that poop is such a turn off. So you don't want me to do my Roy Mustang impression? Towering over someone. I read it in fantasy books a lot, and a few men have tried it at bars. They walk up to me and stand really close looking down at me at an unnatural angle for a neck to be at. Back TF up, I can see your brain through your nose at this distance. I can see that you're tall from across the room. March your end looking at a few feet back and try again. I can't stop laughing at march your end looking at a few feet back and try again. This was 1 hour ago. Have you stopped laughing at march your end ass a few feet back and try again? Butt implants. I'm amazed by how many thinks it's attractive. They look like you are wearing a poorly inflated fat suit. I heard someone say that they look like they're built like a wisdom tooth. I like that one. Poo. However small that percentage is. Just bleg. BBLs with disproportionately gigantic butts. They call those wisdom tooth bodies. Oh my god. The emoji. I'm dying laughing at this. Please send help. Step sibling / parent porn. IDKY there is so much of that, but geez. 80% of porn vids are titled stepsis or stepdaddy. The buccal fat removal. It makes you look frail and sickly. FR. I'm struggling with an eating disorder and my gaunt face is the worst part of all of it. I cannot understand why anyone wants to do that. Scat. Bada bope. Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring him. Men who obviously look like they've taken steroids to get bigger at the gym. They look like Roblox characters. When women clap their tits together 5 times, then crab walk backwards around the living room going PF 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 PFP. I just don't get it. Clearly you're just not receptive to our mating calls. Could you guys just be a little less subtle, please? My ex would get extremely grossed out about cum. If any landed on her. After we were finished, she immediately ran to the bathroom to wash it off. I get not being turned on by it, but it was almost like a pathological disgust for her. I personally can't stand the smell. It smells a little bit like bleach. Maybe that's just me, or although I work with bleach a lot at my job and I'd like to never smell it while I'm at home or going out. There's a type of bush / tree, I think linden, that stinks of straight up cum in the spring / summer here, and I nearly vomit every time I walk past it to work. Cum is ducking nasty, and I've no idea why it's one of the only things that turns my stomach. The whole daddy and little girl dynamic. Look, I have daddy issues, but the last thing I want to do is seek a father figure in a significant other, especially in a intercausal setting, and I definitely do not want a man to infantilize me and parent me. I was getting to know someone who was into that with certain people. I went over to his, and he had a bunch of coloring books and stickers. I'm not about that dynamic, but I do love coloring and stickers. Long fake nails. My wife just got nails for a wedding. Not long, but just past the fingertip. Back scratches are incredible. Hey, if you both like them, that's all that matters. Super muscled up gym rat type guys. I don't get what is so attractive about that. I've dated men who are magazine cover level fit. And you can't go out to eat with them, or bring over some ice cream, or whatever BC they are too obsessed with their intake. I don't understand this new thing where girls stick their tongue out and cross their eyes. WTF are you doing? That isn't even a kind of hot. It's called a hegeo, and yeah, I honestly don't really get it either, lol. Pretty sure it has something to do with anime/hentai, but I could definition be wrong. I skip right over those thumbnails, haha. That being said, if it works for someone, more power to them. Yeah, it's supposed to mimic the ducked silly face in hentai. Obviously it doesn't really work that well on people that are not cartoons. Alpha men. Buggy and not suitable for public release. Either that, or the type of nuclear radiation with the least penetrating power. Swinger/cuckolds. I'd be absolutely mortified to see my partner with someone else. A Hegeo face. Looks just really dumb. Dream girl, you amaze me. All dressed in paisley. Love how not one, but both eyes are lazy. Asterisk. When intercourse involves food, even whipped cream, it's just gross and sticky. Unless, of course, it has ice cubes, but that's not really food. People don't care for them. Respect it. Degrading or infantilizing dirty talk. I'm not dad's little anything. I'm a grown ass woman who would have been perfectly happy to dampen your dick until you said that poop, and now I'm drier than the Sahara in springtime. Dampen your dick. That is absolutely hilarious. I love that. When someone spits in another person's mouth/face during intercourse. That's a fist fight. Guaranteed. That's a fisting. Guaranteed. Smoking. So unintercoursey to me. Who would want to kiss or even be close to someone who reeks like an ashtray? Other smokers don't really notice it, especially if they smoke the same brand. And people who grew up with smokers, they are probably used to it. Also don't smell it. Or it's a nostalgic smell and it doesn't bother them. Big nostalgia hit for me. I don't smoke and prefer that the people I'm around don't, but every once in a while I get a whiff of the brand my dad smoked and I miss him so much. Fake anything. Injected lips. Breast or butt implants. Ridiculous makeup, etc. Body dysmorphia is one hell of a drug. The ducked up eyebrows that are super unnatural looking and super long nails. Slightly off the topic. Having your young children in your pics on dating profiles is super off-putting. I have kids and don't care if you do, but you should not be posting pics of them on date sites. Edit. Holy poop guys. 2500 upvotes in an hour. I must have struck a chord. Going through comments now. I suspect the kid's statement is a driving force. I agree. Some predators only date the parent to get access to the child. Excessively muscular men. Being fit is good enough. Being called daddy. Yeah, my wife hated this when I tried it on her. Anything piss related, like why though? Yeah, I've never done it, but it really wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. Shit or vomit play on the other hand, no chance. Pee seems a lot more tolerable. Cheating. I hate how the internet has made it seem like everyone cheats and or that it's normal. Blowing smoke from a cigarette in your date's face. Who the duck thinks that is intercoursey? Who the hell would do this outside of a 1930s film noir? BBLs and too much plastic surgery are literally disgusting, cartoonish, and yet subcultures, probably 1 to 5% at most, somehow overdo everything and then flaunt it while the rest of us are just laughing at it. Sharing your partner. Ass to mouth. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, it's forgivable to go ass to mouth. You never go ass to mouth. My wife loves when I do not wash my armpits for 2 to 3 days. She is very crazy about hygiene in general, but if I wash my armpits before intercourse she complains about it. That's got to be a pheromone thing. Ass to mouth. Seeing that is an instant boner killer for me. That stupid cross-eyed tongue-out face all the e-girls like to do in their videos. Don't care how hot she is. The second I see someone using that dumb expression, I'm closing the tab immediately. Rape. Fantasies or otherwise. Not at all intercoursey. I think it's been proven people fantasize mostly about getting raped by people they know and already find attractive. So basically just dom/sub situations with role play. In the end, it's just power dynamic play with a taboo wrapper around it. Very few with a fetish is hoping for a rando thug to put a knife to their throat. They want a safe scenario with an own outcome that's anticipated, not to be terrorized and violated randomly. Most piss kinks. What do you mean by most? I've said too much. One of my exes always kept strong eye contact during anything intercordial, and honestly it was unnerving and almost felt demonic. Not a fan of eye contact anyway, so this just put me off a bit. Direct eye contact sends me over the edge lol. There's something so hot about staring into a partner's eyes while they get you off. Anal. You can't knock on poop's door and be surprised when poop answers. Children. Any form of casual relationship. I can't do it. It feels seedy. I need that deep emotional connection to have anything intercordial. Same. I had a classmate once in college while we were doing some large art project talk so loudly about a dude she basically just used for intercourse and then kept on talking about how disgusted she is when he and her other partners suddenly give her flowers or are trying to pursue her further. I just felt bad for all those dudes. Urinating on someone/being peed on. The thing is, you are supposed to drink a lot and pee a few times in advance so you can produce a clear white pee that's basically just water passing through the body. When it's a normal yellow pee, it's salty and gross. Average water drinker be like. Nugget porn. What's that? When two amputated people are having intercourse. Like no arms or legs at all. This is a weird answer, but serenading. I don't know why it's so romanticized to have someone just randomly start singing to you. Every single time I hear/see it, I want to gag. That's not intercoursey to me. It's just cringe. Instant mood killer. An ex of mine played a song on guitar for me once, and it was such a beautiful song, but it puts so much pressure on you. Instantly my anxiety shot through the roof, because am I really supposed to look into your eyes and smile for 3 minutes? If he had started to sing I might run away, haha. The main thing I'm gathering from this thread is how many don't know the difference between botox and fillers. Kardashians. The whole daddy thing is pretty ducking gross. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.